Leave it. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good. Good sit. Good girl. Good. I was using Zoe. Wait. Good. No, wait. Good. Good girl. Good wait. That's a good girl. Good job. With me. Nope. With me. Good. With me. So, Josie, I'm working her. Good girl. Little bit. Getting her desensitized to dogs first. Josie, with me? With me? Good. Good job. And of course using lots of tools to do that. Sit. Good job. Good. With me, you can see she is a lot more calm today than she was yesterday. You have to remember that some dogs, most dogs, don't know how to calm themselves. Josie, wait. Good job. Free. So it's our job to teach them how to calm themselves. How do we do that? We do that with lots of barrier controls, lots of barrier commands, i.e. wait, sit, sit, crate. Crate work, lots of crate work for her. She would be madness if she was in the kennel with all those dogs running and barking and getting taken by her constantly. With me? So, free. Hey, sit, sit. Good, sit. Good, free. So lots of barrier stuff. Waiting at the crate door to come out. Waiting to go in until I give her a command. Waiting at the doors. With me. Free. No, not a lot of freedom. Why? Because I need to teach her how to be calm. Doesn't mean that she can't come out and play. Doesn't mean that she can't go for a walk. Doesn't mean that she can't be a dog. Right now, I need her in the frame of mind to learn and to be calm. So, the way we do this, come, sit, is lots of commands, lots of control. Good job. Free. What people don't understand, and what I'm getting a lot of, is yes, she has had bites in the past. She jumped a 6-foot fence or climbed a 6-foot fence to get to another dog. She has, her foster apparently tried for 10 months to get her to get along with her dogs. But could I take this dog into my house right now with my 2 dogs and my 2 cats? Absolutely. You know why? Because I'm not going to turn my back. I'm not going to take her for granted. I'm going to keep her under control. I'm going to keep her on a leash and collar. She's not going to even fart unless I tell her it's okay to do it. Let's go. Is that any way to live with a dog? Is it any way not to? My dogs live with me. I don't live with my dogs. Could you put her in a crate when the other dogs are loose? Could you hopefully, pray to God that nobody comes over your house, accidentally lets her out, or opens the door and lets her out? Yeah, you could probably hope to God that happened. Let's go. However, realistically, that's not real world stuff. And what happens if you have to go to the hospital? What happens if you end up having some kind of major operation where you're in the hospital for weeks? What's going to happen to your dogs? What's going to happen to the dog that's dog aggressive that can't live with the other dogs? What's going to happen then? The dog's going to have to go into the shelter. The dog's going to have to go to a friend who, hope to God, has no other dogs that can manage this dog for the rest of its life just like you do. Because now you're not capable because you are in the hospital. Is that any way to live? Is there any way to live with an animal? To have to only manage that animal for the rest of its life and not have any life of your own? What? Yes, you make a commitment to an animal, but my God, think about it before you do that. She right now could go into a home. I hesitate to say this because I'm going to get phone calls from people wanting to adopt her tomorrow. or Jennifer will, but she could go into a home with the right controls, with somebody who's willing to say, you know what, you're not getting any freedom. You're not going to go anywhere or do anything without me until we figure this out. But that being said, you have to be as diligent as I am. You have to be as diligent as most trainers, and that she can't have any freedom. And really, is that realistic in a real world? No. Because like I said, what happens if you end up in the hospital? What's going to happen to your dog? You know, you have all these people who say, oh yeah, I can manage my dog. I've managed it so and so many years with other dogs, and it's dog aggressive, and I just don't take it out without a muzzle, and I just don't take it out without a leash. Hello, sweet girl. Leash and collar on. And I keep it in the crate when the other dogs are out, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Except for what happens when you end up in the hospital. Let's go. Let's go. What happens when you can't do that anymore? Let's go. Good girl. There you go. Good job. So think about it. Just think about it. This whole time I'm having her here is not about teaching people how to manage her. This is teaching her how to manage herself so that nobody else has to do that. Will she be 1000%? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? At least the person who adopts her will have the tools that they need. Let's go. To be able to give her a successful adult life. Sit. Good. Sit. Sit. Good job. For the rest of her life. And be happy. And she's not being put to sleep in a shelter. Which is what everybody wants. What everybody likes. Sit. Very good. Good. Sit. Sit. Thank you. Good. Sit. No. Sit. Told you sit. Good. Stay. Good. Good job, girly. Free. So, keep your eye out for her. But please don't forget that just because it looks really good here, and I'm letting her kind of every once in a while leave it. Well, I'm sorry. You gotta learn there are consequences for your actions. Leave it. Sorry. Let's go. Good. Good job. With me. So, she needs to learn their consequences for her actions. Alright, the correction has to... We talked about this yesterday. Consequences. Consequences have to be high enough. Leave it. Good. That she understands. I'm the craziest bitch out here, aren't I? You're not. Thank you. I love you, though. You're such a sweet little girl. With me. So, remember that. We talked about a lot of it yesterday. Teaching her how to be calm. That behavior, unacceptable. Sorry if my hair is in the way. I have like hair issues this week. That behavior, unacceptable. That behavior I'm not going to tolerate. And yes, don't look at the videos and go, oh, well, she had her around this dog, or she had her around this dog. Don't forget, I did. Okay, because I want to see her real activity, her real level, her real reaction. I had her around Blue yesterday. I know how Blue's going to react. Alright, so I have no problem with putting her around Blue because I know my dog and I know how he's going to react, and I have control of her. And he knows that I'm not going to put him in harm's way. Just now, had her around Zoe. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have control of her, she probably would have bit Zoe. Hell, she probably would have bit Blue. But I have control of her. Don't let those videos put you, give you a nice fuzzy feeling, because it's not nice and fuzzy. The only reason I'm doing that is to test her reactiveness around big dogs, male dogs. Zoe is a female, tiny little white Aussie, toy Aussie. Zoe doesn't want any confrontation with another dog. She won't even make eye contact with another dog. Something else we talked about yesterday. With me. Good. So Zoe's not gonna be confrontational. Zoe won't even make eye contact with another dog. She rules both my German Shepherds, and she won't put up with any crap. If a dog gets in her face, she'll growl at them. But that being said, she's not going to be in this dog's face. She'll just sit there and kind of look in the opposite direction, which is exactly what I wanted, because I just wanted to see her initial reaction to a little white fluffy. Good job. That's a good girl. But again, don't get all warm and fuzzy and think, oh, she's not that really that bad. You have to remember who's on the end of her leash. I'm on the end of her leash. She and I have already worked together a couple times. She knows I'm not going to put up with any BS from her. I'm going to make her listen, and I'm not going to allow her to do those things. That's what you have to remember, is that I'm on the end of her leash. If it were somebody else, it would be different. If it was your average person who doesn't have the knowledge that dog trainers have, it would be different. But we've worked together for a couple days. She already knows I'm not going to put up with any bunk from her. Good girl. But then I'm going to be fair and firm, and I still like her, even if I had to correct her. She's still my friend. Good. Free. And then we'll go out and play, and then I'll feed her. And so I'm not the bad guy. She's not afraid of me. She just knows I'm not going to put up with any BS. So anybody who's worked with me and trained with me knows that I do the same thing. I don't get excited. I don't get worked up. I don't get angry. Sit. I'm firm. I'm fair. And I love every one of them. But I'm not here to please people. I'm here to please the dog and make them happy.